Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Kurt Mercadante, Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at kurtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
And welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast. I am your host, Kurt Mercadante, coming to you from Hurricane Central here in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. And as I record this, you know, the cone of uncertainty is uncertain about where the storm's going to end up. But what is certain is there are going to be some people in South Carolina and North Carolina who need your prayers and may need your help in the coming days. And so please keep them in your prayers. I know I am. As for us, we are waiting to see exactly what's going to happen. As of now, they're predicting a lot of rain and some wind, but not nearly what they're going to get up north. But we're watching. And next time I talk to you, I may have evacuated with my family. We'll see. But today I want to talk to you about something. I had a call with a client today. And she's been struggling. You know, she admits she's in that comfort zone of misery. She's trying to pull herself out because everything has been geared toward her corporate job. Yet when I asked her to list her perfect, or to define her perfect lifestyle, and to list the things she loves and hates, all the things she hates tend to have to do with her corporate life. But what she wants is her perfect lifestyle. The things she loves are all much different. She wants to move far from the city where she lives, wants to live in nature, wants flexibility, more time with family, all of those things. And so the lifestyle she really wants is way over on one side, yet the life that she's geared everything towards and which she's actually inclined to gear her objectives for the year are all on the other side. And it's really a harsh realization. And let's be clear, I don't tell my clients what to do. I don't tell them what's right or wrong. I don't tell them what ideas are good or bad. What I do is I let them speak. I let them share their thoughts, their dreams, their likes, their loves, their hates. And then often I just read it back to them. And so when they say everything, all their objectives are geared toward this corporate life, I simply ask them, does that line up with your perfect lifestyle? Does that line up with your loves and your hates? And yes, I have some people who just won't accept it. They think they got to put up with that for years, for decades. They think that's the sacrifice they have to make. And then there's other clients who the light bulb goes off. And they decide then and there that they're going to set a concrete timeline to get out of the lifestyle they're in and to get into the lifestyle they want. And again, I don't make a value judgment on anyone. What I do is I ask questions. I ask questions about how long you want to put up with the lifestyle you're in. If you died tomorrow, would you be fulfilled with the lifestyle you're in? If you died 10 years from now and look back over the last 10 years, would you be fulfilled with the lifestyle you had for the last 10 years? And often these are questions people, maybe you listening now, have never asked yourselves. And sometimes it's really tough to come to that realization that you need to make a change in your life. But I had someone, he's been messaging me for weeks. And I finally said, why don't we hop on a call? And he said he was reticent to request a call because he was fearful that I would tell him to sell all his possessions, quit his job, do this, do that. And let's make this clear. I don't tell you to do anything. I ask you questions. We take a look at what is within side of you. What is inside of you, not within side of you. That's not a correct word. And then see if that aligns where you're actually headed and where you're moving. And then the decision is up to you. if you want to stay in that comfort zone of misery or if you want to make a change. I don't push you to do anything. So I urge you, if the lifestyle you're living, if the lifestyle you're chasing doesn't match up with the lifestyle you actually truly want to live, if it doesn't line up with the things you like and the things you love, then I want you to ask yourself if it's worth it. Because I know for years, I thought it was about money. And when I hit that $1 million mark, I didn't feel any more fulfilled than when I made $1 million less. I'll tell you that. And again, it's not about happiness, because there were days when I was unfulfilled, when I was pretty damn happy. When I would cash a check, I'd be happy. And the next day I realized, I got to go back and I got to do it again, because everything was geared toward that check. Everything was geared toward that revenue. Everything was geared toward that income. And you might feel guilty saying, well, I only want to make a change, maybe because I'm wimping out, maybe because I don't want to meet the challenge. And I thought that for years. I carried the guilt. And then I realized, especially now that I'm coaching, I'm not only the coach, I'm the head salesperson, the head marketer, the head content creator, that it's hard now too, trust me. The perfect lifestyle that I wanted, I'm living now, and it's hard. It's not easy. And so if you feel that way, if you feel like you have guilt, like, well, maybe I just want a new lifestyle because I'm wimping out, again, go back to those likes, those loves, the lifestyle you want to have. And don't you dare feel guilty about wanting a different lifestyle. It's you. You only get one shot at life, and that may sound cliche, but it's absolutely true. You could die in 5 minutes from now. And I had an earlier podcast, I don't know, a couple months ago, where I said, one of the things that drives me forward is I often think about my death. Not in a very morbid way, not in a depressing way, but I constantly ask myself, if I died this afternoon, would I be fulfilled? Would I have accomplished my mission on earth? And the answer has been no, although I'm moving in the direction where I hope that someday that answer will be yes. So what do you like? What do you love? What's that perfect lifestyle you want? And if it's way over on the other side of the room from the lifestyle you're living, from the lifestyle you're chasing, I'd like you to see how you can make those align more, even if it's a harsh reality, even if you have to change the destination you've been headed in for years. So I thank you so much for listening. Again, my prayers go out to everyone in the path of this hurricane. This is the Freedom Club Podcast. My name is Kurt Mercadante. I am your host here. Thank you for listening. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not going to argue. If you want to recommend and share this podcast with your friends, your family, your colleagues, and I certainly won't stop you from leaving a positive rating or review, because those are like currency to us. They help us increase our reach around the world. So thank you so much for fueling the growth of the Freedom Club Podcast. I really appreciate it. Thank you.